Hey hustlers, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine, aka Jazz Hustles, and I am a 21-year-old Amazon seller. I started selling in the beginning of last year and I'm still going at it. As you guys can tell by today's title, I'm going to be breaking down the real costs of Amazon selling that no one talks about. So stick around because the last cost on this list may actually shock you. If you haven't already, make sure to like it up, subscribe for more, and push the little bell so you're notified whenever I post. Now, everyone is talking about how much money you can make from Amazon selling, right? But what they're not telling you are the hidden fees, the ones that can eat into your profits before you even get started. So let's get into it. First up, let's talk about Amazon fees. So there's gonna be two main fees that you do have to keep in mind: the referral fees and the FBA fees. The referral fees are for Amazon's cut every sale, and they usually range about 15% for the total sale price of that actual product. Now, if you're doing FBA, fulfillment by Amazon, of course there is gonna be way more fees compared to FBM, fulfillment by merchant, when you're just sending directly to the customer. So if you're starting out and you don't have too much capital, you are gonna wanna start off with the FBM method, just so that you can ship directly to customers rather than shipping it to Amazon and taking on all of those other fees. And once you're ready to scale up your business, you can transfer to FBA. You can actually do both. So with FBA fees, they charge you for storage, packing, and shipping. That's why it's really important to make sure you're actually buying products that are going to sell. If you decide to sell slow-moving inventory and it's been at Amazon's warehouse for 365 days, you're going to now accumulate long-term storage fees, and those are hefty. Now, these fees aren't hidden per se, but you definitely want to make sure to calculate them before they eat into all of your profits and you don't even know what's going on. You could just end up losing money without realizing it, and that is the worst thing ever. The great thing about the software that I use called SellerAmp, they calculate all the fees, and then all I have to do is put in my cost price for the product. Now we got to get into the cost of the actual inventory. Let's say you're sourcing for products from online websites like Vitacost, iHerb, Walmart, Target. Most of the time, you're not just paying for the product. You do have to account for shipping costs. Now, shipping costs can add up quickly, especially if that exact website doesn't have any free shipping option. And then when it comes to taxes, you can easily be omitted in taxes if you have a reseller certificate, which you can get from your state's tax and revenue website. But you do have to keep in mind, not every website or store accepts those reseller certificates. So sometimes you are gonna have to pay for taxes. So if you think buying 500 units at $5 each is gonna cost you a total of $2,500, then you're wrong. You can easily end up paying around $3,000 to account for any shipping or tax costs. Now let's talk about softwares. If you're serious within this business, you are gonna wanna get these softwares that I'm gonna be mentioning right now. So for product research, I use SellerAmp and Keepa. For inventory management and also just managing the back ends of the business, I use Sellerboard and Boxum. And the repricing software that I use is called BQ. Keep in mind, you don't have to get a repricing software in the beginning unless you have at least like 25 plus active listings in your store. Now, all of these software expenses can end up being around $50 to $200 a month, and that's before you scale your business. If you don't have any of these softwares, I'm gonna link the free trials in my description. Now, keep in mind, you won't really need all of these softwares in the beginning, like I said, but I would definitely recommend you have at least SellerAmp and Sellerboard. Finally, there are costs that no one talks about. If you're serious about this business, you may wanna get an LLC, which costs around $100 to $500 depending on your state. But keep in mind, an LLC is not required in the beginning, but it is great to have. Now, from my personal experience, I decided to get my LLC after I surpassed $10,000 in monthly Amazon sales. So I went ahead and got the LLC my 6 months selling on Amazon. But it's really just up to you. I know most people who start from business to business create LLCs for every single venture that they're trying to get into, and then they eventually end up not even using the LLC. So keep in mind, if you tend to do that often, then you may want to just hold off on the LLC in the beginning and do what I did. Next, we got taxes. Yep, Uncle Sam wants his cut. You'll be paying self-employment taxes and possibly sales taxes, but it just depends on the state that you're in. Now, I know most of you guys have no clue on how to do your taxes as an Amazon seller, especially if this is your first ever business. So stay tuned. I'll be coming out with a lunch meal affordable type ebook on exactly how to do your taxes for Amazon selling. If you guys are interested in this ebook idea, make sure to comment down below so that I can start writing it for you guys and I can get it out as soon as possible, most likely in the beginning of 2025. Now we gotta remember about the returns and refunds. You aren't gonna wanna forget about the defective products or the customer returns. Amazon doesn't cover those most of the time. You do. You can try creating a case on Seller Central to see if you can get a reimbursement for either a damage or a customer scam return. Basically, let's say you send out a Nike hoodie to Amazon and someone buys from your store and they end up wanting a refund. Amazon is going to initiate that refund automatically once the customer has shipped it back to Amazon. And if Amazon receives something that is not the actual product, that's going to fall on you. Let's say that's actually happened to me before. I've shipped out some Nike shoes and I got some dirty old Nike shoes back. So once Amazon sees that the original product was not returned, they're gonna just put it in your unfulfillable inventory and you have to get it sent back to you. And of course, once you create a removal order, you have to pay fees for that as well. It ranges usually around $2 to $4 per unit, but it really just depends on the product dimensions and weight. But like I said, you can try opening up a case, but it's not 100% that you're gonna get a reimbursement back. And that's likely for almost every business. So is selling on Amazon really worth it? Absolutely, but only if you go in with your eyes wide open. These hidden costs can eat into your profits, but with the right planning and strategies, you can start and build a successful Amazon business like me and a whole lot of influencers have. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like it up and subscribe down below. Also, let me know in the comments what has been your biggest surprise cost for Amazon selling. I would love to hear your stories. If you got to the end of this video, comment the word million so I know you're serious about this business. If you would like a more detailed blueprint on how to succeed in Amazon FBA or FBM, make sure to go down into my description where I have the Jazz Hustles Approach Complete Amazon FBA Guide and my partner's Complete FBM Blueprint that will hold your hand step by step throughout the process. If you would like the chance to meet me on a group Zoom call every single week, then you shall join my exclusive Hustlers Discord group where we also do post 15 to 30 new profitable product leads every single day. Lastly, if you want to learn more about this business and succeed within this business and you want more of like a one-on-one teaching experience, then I do also mentor on the side and you can apply for the Hustlers Academy, link in the description. Basically, everything that you'll be getting from the Hustlers Academy is unlimited coaching calls with me and my partner at FBA Javon. You will also receive lifetime access to my exclusive Hustlers Discord and you'll have access to 15 plus hours of step-by-step video content that I created myself to help you throughout your journey. And you also get our personal phone numbers so then you can text us whenever you need help with anything, really. You can also book a free call with my assistant today, link in the description, if you are seriously interested in my mentorship program. But that's pretty much it from me. Go ahead and connect with me more on all of my social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, at Jazz Hustles, at JASHUSTLES. I hope you're all having a great Q4 and I'll talk to you guys next Friday. Peace.